Shalom, 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 Yasha. This your boy, Brother Samuel, or Shamuel, coming back with you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called, At the End It Shall Speak. All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Right. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and his only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi. Right. And the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone from Tahar on down, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days. Like I said, this topic is going to be called At the End It Shall Speak. And I seen Elder Apostle Ramlab do a video, on this movie, right? It's called Killers of the Flower Moon, right? And I had saw the trailer before, and I wanted to do a video, but I know he did a video on it. But I just want to kind of land me off the video and pull some scriptures on it too. But what's crazy, because he had brought out some information about it too. He was saying that this was actually in Oklahoma, right? And this was in Oklahoma right around the same time as Black Wall Street, right? And then when he Googled, he found that it was like 5 minutes away from where Black Wall Street was, right? So, and when he said that, man, it kind of hit me, and it's just like, man, so for all those, them Negro onlys, all these, folks who bugged out and don't think that, the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans are from the children of Israel. Hey, man, you bugged out. Your mind is gone, man. You're like trash that's thrown away, because you have no knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And, just when you see this, man, this just solidifies, who the children of the Most High are, So I'm just going to read a little bit of what this says. Like I said, it's I think it's a Martin Scorsese movie or whatever, however you say his name. But it's called Killers of the Flower Moon, right? And it says, based on a true American story. It says Killers of the Flower Moon, right? And this is supposed to be in theaters, right? And fair use too. If I play some of this Fair Use Act, this is just, me. So it says, at the turn of the 20th century, oil brought a fortune to an Osage nation, right? Who became some of the richest people in the world overnight. The wealth of these Native Americans, right, immediately attracted white interlopers, right, who manipulated, extorted, and stole as much Osage money as they could before resorting to murder, right? And we know how the devil does, man. He rapes, robs, pillages, and takes everything, It said, based on a true story and told through a improbable romance of Ernest Burkhart, right? But this is based on a true story, right? They were put on a land, and that land actually ended up having oil, and this place thrived just like Black Wall Street thrived, right? For the so-called blacks, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? And this place was right next to it, like I said, Ramlab had bought that out, And when I saw that, I was just like, man, like you can't, people who will sit here and try to say that, so-called Native Americans and Hispanics are not part of the 12 tribes, man. Hey, you bugged out, man. You bugged out, right? And that's why I labeled this title, right? It says, at the end it shall speak, right? And basically it shall not lie, right? You're gonna know, the truth is out there for you, but you gotta seek it and find it out, through the power and spirit of Yahawashi, right? So I just want to play a little bit of this, and we'll go from there. So fair use.
You got nice color skin. What color would you say that is? My color.
It's Salakia. That's just like something that Esau would say. You know, Esau don't really know how to talk to Jake, man. He don't know how to talk to Jake. So, and when you try to have conversation, it just be so awkward, and just because they're just total opposite of us, right? Let's go ahead, right?
Osage. They have the worst land possible. But they out.
So you see that? Esau gave them the worst land possible, right? Because we know before they were, the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, right? They were migrating, throughout the whole, North America, man. They would, this was their area, and they were, following the herds and doing these different things, right? But when Esau came over here and decided that this was going to be his land, guess what? He took them and he gave them the worst land, right? Let's go ahead.
More to everybody. The land had oil on it. Black gold. Money flows freely here now. I do love that money, sir.
Right? So just think about like a little kid, right? You got a little kid who, he might have this brand new toy and it came in a box, and this other kid who might not have had anything, and he playing with the box. And all of a sudden, the kid with the toy sees that this kid is with the box is having so much fun. Now he want to take it, man. That's how Esau is. That's how Esau's whole mindset is, right? He don't want you to have no fun. He don't want you to have anything, so he gonna take it from you, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead.
This wealth should come to us. Their time is over. It's going to be another tragedy.
Like I said, fair use, fair use.
When this money started coming, we should have known it came with something else. They're like buzzards circling our people.
Hey, you see that? When that money start coming in, Esau is like a buzzard, right? What did he say? Let me go back, Salakia, just a little bit.
It came with something else. They're like buzzards circling our people.
Right? That's how Esau is, man. Esau is like a buzzard that circles the prey, man. Right? And they're going in to clean the carcass, man. That's what they want to do, man, on every aspect, man. Right?
We're still warriors.
I ought to kill these white men who killed my family. I need you here.
Right. So I'm not gonna play all of it. You can go and look it up. Like I said, it's called Killers of the Flower Moon, right? And I believe it comes out in October, right? Another thing that caught me is just how proud Esau is, man. Right? Esau don't even give a damn. Esau will go ahead and make a movie about his wickedness and how he just does people. You know what I mean? It has no shame with it. You saw, you got all these different movies, that they love to just kind of go and show their wickedness proudly. That's how Esau is, man. So all right, I want to get to some scriptures, right? And it's not gonna be too long because I don't want it to be too long. But Lord's will this be edifying for you, right? Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS from Tahar on down, Salakia. Ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days. And it's pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth. And like I said, I was at the plantation, and I saw that Apostle Aramlab had did a video, and he was kind of speaking on this this topic in this movie, man. I remember seeing it maybe earlier today or the actual trailer, either yesterday or the day before, and I saw it and I was like, wow, man, these folks, Esau just, they have no They don't care, man, right? They'll let their wickedness be known, you know? So, let's get this, right? Let's go to my first precept. Let's go to Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse number 3, right? It says, we'll just do it right here. I start at verse number 2. Habakkuk 2 and 2, it says, and Yahawah Bahasham answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth, right? And the thing is, man, these prophecies and all these things that, are being shown to us, man, like they show us, these scriptures show you who the wicked is, man, who the wicked of the earth is, right? They show you, so that you can avoid this man, because all he wants to do is kill, rape, rob, murder, pillage, and destroy everything in front of him, right? So it says, and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, right? And that's one of the, like I said, the topic is, the title is going to be, but at the end it shall speak in it and not lie, right? So, you got people out here, still to this day thinking that, the so-called Hispanic and Native American people are not part of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, man. And it's playing upon tables, right? And it's speaking, they're making videos about it, right? And like a Ramlab had said, Apostle Ramlab he said, yo, it's so eerie that, you see, it was literally, when he Googled it said it was like 5 minutes away from Tulsa, Oklahoma, where Black Wall Street, and it was right there, right? Around the same time, around the same time. And so when that happened, I kind of got a couple scriptures in my head. So, but it says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, man, right? And these prophecies and these scriptures that are in this book, man, hey, they're not going to tarry. And they're not going to lie. They're going to, whatever is said is spoken in here is going to come to fruition, right? Because these books are books of prophecy, right? And we see them being played out today, right? Esau tries to hide a lot of things, tries to hide so many things, but guess what? The truth is always going to come out, right? The truth is always going to come out, right? Let's get this. Let's go to the book of Luke. The book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse number 2, right? It says, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known, right? So what do they do, right? They try to cover up, who the children of Israel, right? According to Psalms 83, let us cut them off from being a nation, and Esau's wickedness, man, and what he does is so, he tries to cover all these things up. But you see, look, now, right, like the scriptures say, he's going to cause his own tongue to fall upon himself, right? So he's coming out with movies about the things and the atrocities that he's done, right, to the Most High's chosen people, man, to his children, man, to the apple of his eye, It says, therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in the closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops, and we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man, right? And we see these things. We see these things, through the power and spirit of Yahawashi, right? Through prophecies and all these things, that these things are coming up. The truth, will not be hid. Will not be hid, and this is the same thing, we got to understand that the same thing that the so-called blacks have went through, the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans have gone through the same thing, because we are the same people, man. We are the same people, right? We have the same, curses on us, and let's get that, right? I mean, it's playing upon tables, at this point, right? And at the end, it shall speak, and it's not going to lie, right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. It says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahawah Bahasham thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee," right? And this is not just for the so-called blacks. This is for the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, because you are the Israelites, right? You are the Israelites, right? Let's get this, right? For simple-minded folks, let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 20 and verse 1. It says, "Speak," Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, "These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan, in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tophel and Laban and Hazareth and Dizbah," right? So these things which are spoken in Deuteronomy were spoken unto all Israel, right? And that means the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, So all these things, when it said all these curses, it's talking about all the children of Israel, right? And when you go to verse number 40, 46, it says, "And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." Right? That means the children of Israel these curses are going to be upon them and upon their children's children, right? And it's going to be for a sign, right? To understand, you read that sign and you understand who the children of Israel are, right? And these curses are all about it, right? And let's see. Like verse number 28 and 20 and 43, it says, "The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come very low," right? Remember, they got that land, and guess what? They took it. They took it from them, right? These strangers came and took their land from them. When you read Second Esdras, right, and it talks about how the Northern Kingdom came over here, right? Guess what? Esau pursued him, like an eagle, What's that other one? Let me see. Like I say, all these curses, affect all the children of Israel, and not all at the same time, some of these things, not every curse in here, but at some point they all have affected the children of Israel. Okay. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Verse number 16, it says, "Cursed shall thou be in the city," right? And I always bring this out, Judah, hey, we in the ghettos, right? You got the Hispanics, right? Or like Ephraim and Issachar and them, hey, they in the barrios, right? And you got Gad and Reuben in them. You got them on the reservations, man. That's cursed in the city, man. And cursed be in the field, right? And the field represents the earth, man. And we're just cursed all around, man, right? They got put on that the worst piece of land, you know what I mean? And guess what? That's what it is, right? It says, "Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store," right? Like all these curses, apply to the children of Israel, So and that's what I want to get at the end day, You can't sit here and deny, that the Northern Kingdom, or the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, are not part of the children of Israel, man. Right? It said at the end, "It shall speak," and it's not going to lie, man. You're going to know, right? And let's get this, right? The same things that happened to the so-called blacks happen to the so-called Native Americans and Hispanics, and a lot of times it's not noted and as televised as when it happens to the so-called blacks. But a lot of times the same exact thing happens, even like when you watch George Floyd, when that happened, and then you had a Northern Kingdom brother, the same thing happened to him. It wasn't as televised, but guess what? The same thing, because we are the same people. Slakia. Let's go to the book of Hosea, right? Hosea chapter 1 and verse number 10. It says, "Yet the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered." Right? "And it shall come to pass that in the place where it is said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living power." Right? And guess what? It's being said today, right? Right here in that land where it was once said that we weren't the people. Here it's saying that we are the children of the Most High, man. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the Israelites, right? According to the scriptures, the prophecies, the curses, the whole nine, man. Right? History, right? It all is laid out, right? It's all laid out. And guess what? And at the end it shall speak, and it shall not lie. You know? That we are the children of the Most High, you know? Let's get this, right? Because Esau, he's so evil, man. You know, it's the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. He's the wicked of the earth, man. And the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know, we always bring this out. Let's get it again. This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" Right? They try to take over everything. You know, you gave the Northern Kingdom this land, you know, and you knew it was the worst of the land. And then once you found out that it was actually profitable, then what do you try to do? You try to sneak attack it, and then you resort to, you know, your blessing, which is the sword, you know, and then you do what you do best, man, and start killing, raping, robbing, pillaging, and doing as much wickedness as you can. All right. And what do? Let's get that. Let's go to the book of Micah, right? Micah chapter 2 and verse number 1. And it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand," right? So guess what? You know, they like, "Oh man, we got to get that back. How we gonna get that back?" I mean, we gonna do what we do best, man. Right? We gonna cause wickedness and destruction, and we gonna do all that, right? It says, "And they covet fields," right? So they took over, right? They took over the land, and not only did they want to take over the land, they took over the field. You know, they coveted the field. That's what they did. Now I don't want that. Oh, you got gold, you got oil on that thing, black gold. Hey, I need that land now. Now you got to get that to me, right? Just like they did in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know, at Black Wall Street, right? They saw him being successful and making money and doing all that. No, nah, we can't have that, man. You know, we don't want that, right? We don't want that for you. You're not gonna have it. It says, "And they take them by violence," right? What did they do to that land when they found out that it was black gold, right? They try to speak smooth words at first, and then what? War was in their heart, you know? Was that Psalms, I believe, 55, man? You know? That's what they do, right? It says, "And they take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage," right? That's what they do, man, right? They covet what you have, and then they plot and plan to take it away. And that's how Esau works, man. That's how Esau works, and that's just his nature, and that's what he does, you know? And he ultimately does that to the children of Israel, you know? Because we are their opposite, right? You know, this is a movie that's being played out, and their opposite is the children of Israel, man. The children of Edom, the opposite is the children of Israel, you know? And it's that constant battle back and forth, right? So it says, "And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man and his heritage," right? They even take away your heritage from you. You know, this is how wicked and evil this man is, man. Right? And that also had me thinking of this scripture too, you know. And we know this is like you know, talking about, future prophecy, about, Jacob's trouble and the things to follow and all the other stuff is going on. But, when I saw this trailer, one of the things that hit me, and then especially when I went to Micah 2:1, then I was like, ah, man, this is a good one, right? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 72. It says, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses," right? And that's what these devils did, man, right? Once they found out it was black gold and it was, and this land was profitable, what did they do? They try to cast them, take away, all their goods and cast them out of the house, right? And if they didn't, they try to kill them, right? But it says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold is tried in the fire," right? Now, wasn't their stuff taken away from them, right? And the scriptures tell you that, when this happens, you're gonna know who his chosen people are, right? Ultimately, we know that the chosen are the elect, but guess what? These are the children of Israel, and Esau. This is his nature, man, to covet the things, because he takes everything by force, man. He takes everything by force, So it made me think about that scripture, right? Let's go to, but it's okay, right? Because we know that payback is coming, right? Payback is coming to this, this devil, man, right? His time is short, and he knows he has but a short time, according to Revelation 12:12, right? Let's go to Joel, right? Joel chapter 3 and verse number 5, right? And it says, "Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried it into your temples, my goodly pleasant things." It says, "The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border," And this is the wickedness, man, of these folks, man. These folks and these other nations, but ultimately Esau, man. Right? Esau is the most wickedest, man. The most wickedest, right? And this is what they do, man. And the Most High is angry about this. What's the scripture say? The Most High is angry with the wicked all day. Just paraphrasing, all day, every day, man. The Most High is upset, with the wickedness of these people, man. But let's get this right, because we got to understand that, right? We are the same people, man. The so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We are the Israelites, and we are these people, right? And the same things that happen, to the Southern Kingdom happen to the Northern Kingdom, man. It says, Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33. It says, "Thus saith Yahawashi of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." Right? They refuse to let them go. Right? They're not gonna let you be comfortable and happy here, man. Right? This is our captivity, man. Right? So we were oppressed together, right? Like I said, this area, and I can't remember the name of the area that it was. I think it was Osage. I don't know if it's Osage or not, but that city was right next to Tulsa, Oklahoma, right, which was Black Wall Street. It was right there. And guess what? At around the same time, and they were being oppressed together. And it's still like that yet to this day. Okay? So it says, Jeremiah 50 and 33, "Thus saith Yahawashi of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." They refused to let them go. And that's why, the Most High is anger, right? Because what did he say? Let's get that, right? Zephaniah 1, is it 15? Let's see. Salakia. Zephaniah. I know it's here. Salakia. Salakia. Okay, Salakia. It's Zechariah. The wrong thing. It was in the right part. Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 15. It says, I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. Right? And Esau, like I say, he took his, the Most High put Esau on the children of Israel, but Esau took it to another level, man, right? He takes everything to an extreme level, right? And the Most High said he was displeased with us, but hey, they forward the affliction, right? They took it to another notch, man, and we see how they do, man, right? They keep going. They don't stop, and they don't know when to stop, right? The scriptures say his soul is not upright in him, man, right? And you can see it, but like I say, the Most High sees this, and guess what? Payback is coming, right? And let's get that, right? Now we're gonna switch on to it. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel, right? Chapter 25 and verse number 14, and it says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury, they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahawashi thy power. Right? So guess what? The Most High is gonna, because guess what? Jake, hey, we get angry, but then, we kind of let stuff go. Right? But the Most High said he's gonna put his anger, his anger is gonna be upon us. He's gonna put it upon us to lash out his anger, and his long suffering anger about what the children of Esau or Edom have done to the children of Israel. Right? Let me read this again. This is Ezekiel chapter 25 verse 14. It says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger. Right? So the wrath, the anger of Yahweh Shai, we're going to do according to that. Who knows? And we'll probably remember the things in our past life that Esau has done, right? And guess what? That full fury of anger will come back. All those times that you've been mistreated, all those times that they have done unjustly to you. Hey, that anger is gonna all come back, man. And it says, and my people, I'm going to read it from the top again. It says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh Shai thy power. Right? So they going to know, man. Right? Because Yahweh's going to come with his fury, his anger. Right? Because, and like I say, in these last days, all these things are being uncovered. All these things, these lies, that are being told, right? The truth is going to shine bright as the sun, and it's going to, cast away this darkness, Let's get this, right? The book of Isaiah, chapter 47, and start at verse, I start at verse 1, right? It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, right? This is, and that movie said it was a true American story, right? We know that America is the daughter of Babylon, right? Or Mystery Babylon, right? We know it has many names, man, but we know that this is a filthy, dirty place, right? It says, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take thy millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Right. So guess what? All these secrets of all these things that have happened are being uncovered. Right. You see it, and they're making movies about what they're doing, about what they did. Think about what happened in Rosewood. All these things are starting to be uncovered about what happened. About the wickedness and the atrocities that have happened to our people. It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. Right? And they, like I say, they're making movies about what they've done. Right? It says, I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. Right? So when Yahawashi comes back, hey, he's not going to meet these people as a mere man. Right? He's coming in his immortal, indestructible self, man, and it's gonna be, hell to pay, man. Woe unto Edom, man. Call Yahawah Shema Mashiach Yahawashi. Right? It says, as for our Redeemer, Yahawah Shema Shai of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. But he said, I'm gonna take vengeance and I will not meet ye as a man. Hey, Yahawashi, when he comes back, he's not meeting this man as a man. He ain't gonna be playing around with him, And he's gonna, like he said, he's gonna, put his anger in our hearts, and we're gonna be going out here wrecking havoc, Let's get this. Let's go to Salakia. Let's go to the book of Baruch, okay? Book of Baruch, right? Chapter 4. In verse number 25, and it reads, it says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High, for thy enemy have persecuted thee. Right? What did they do in Tulsa, Oklahoma? Right, at Black Wall Street? What did they do here at this city? Right? 5 minutes away to the northern kingdom. It says, for thy enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and thou shalt tread upon his neck. And that's what we waiting to do, man. Through the power and spirit of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, man. Lord's will, man. Call Yahawah Shem Mashiach Yahawashi, man. Right? It says, and shall tread upon his neck. Let's go to Zechariah, right? Zechariah chapter 9 and verse number 12, right? And it says, turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. We are the captives. Right? It says, even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. It says, when I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as a sword of a mighty man. And that's what we're gonna be like, man. We're gonna be, he's gonna make us weapons of destruction. He's gonna make us, with his fury and his anger, man. And we know that the Lord's fury is unstoppable, man. It's unstoppable. And it's not going to quench until all has been dissolved. Let's get this right. Let's go to it's my last one, right? The book of Jeremiah, right? Chapter 50, Salakia. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse number 20. It says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, man. Right? So, hey, you had your time, you ruled, right? You tried to murder the apple of Yahawah Shem Shai's eye, right? His people, his children, the northern kingdom, the southern kingdom, right? You try to do all this, hey, but it's all gonna come back on you, man, right? Because guess what? Like the scriptures say, man, fill the herd double, man. Hey, you're gonna get what's coming to you, right? For all the evil and wickedness, right? For the perpetual hatred that you've had for the children of Israel, man. That you're gonna pay for it, man. At the end of the day, man, right? And at the end, it shall speak and it will not lie, man. Right? So with that, I hope this has been edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the hopeful elect. Stay strong, stay faithful, stay diligent, keep enduring, keep praying for one another. Right? And once again, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone from Tahar on down, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, man, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth, man. And with that, shalom.